Let's be honest. Christmas today feels like a high-stakes contest. Bigger trees, flashier lights, synchronized music shows. We've turned the holiday into a marathon of outdoing each other. The meaning of Christmas seems to have slipped away, but not for everyone. For the Amish, Christmas remains grounded in simplicity, faith, and family, a tradition that's been untouched by time. Let's take a closer look at how these remarkable communities celebrate the season and how their traditions could teach us a thing or two about rediscovering what truly matters. When it comes to Christmas, not all Amish communities are on the same page, or even the same calendar. If you visit Amish settlements in late December, you might notice something peculiar. Some families are gearing up for Christmas on December 25th, just like most of us. But others? They're still weeks away from celebrating. This divide comes down to the calendar they follow. The Old Order Amish and Schwarzentruber Amish celebrate Old Christmas on January 6th. Why? They believe it's the true date of Christ's birth. When the world adopted the Gregorian calendar in the 16th century, these communities stuck to the Julian calendar, holding firm to their traditions. To them, January 6th isn't just another day. It's a deeply sacred one that aligns with Epiphany, the day marking the arrival of the Magi in Bethlehem. This duality creates a fascinating dynamic. Imagine two Amish neighbors, living a stone's throw apart. One family is lighting candles for an early morning church service on December 25th, while the other is just doing chores, waiting for January. Now imagine being the neighbor celebrating on December 25th and watching someone plow their field while you're roasting a turkey. It's the ultimate not my circus, not my monkeys moment. One of the most striking differences between Amish Christmas and the mainstream version is the complete absence of Santa Claus. In Amish communities, you won't find Santa on greeting cards, nor will you hear children asking for the latest toys. For the Amish, Christmas isn't about the gifts under the tree, it's about the gift of Christ. Instead of stockings hung by the chimney, you'll find stockings filled with homemade treats or practical items like socks and hand-knitted scarves. Children may receive small, simple gifts, often crafted by family members. A wooden toy, a handmade doll, or a beautifully stitched quilt. It's a stark contrast to the frenzy over PlayStations and iPads. And let's face it, how many of us have bought toys that require a PhD to assemble or run on batteries that last a solid 5 minutes? Amish kids, on the other hand, play with toys designed to last generations, imbued with the love and care of the hands that made them. These gifts carry a significance that transcends their material value. While most of us are caught up in the chaos of decorating, shopping, and planning elaborate holiday feasts, the Amish prepare for Christmas in a quieter, more deliberate way. For them, the weeks leading up to Christmas are about reflection and readiness, not just for the holiday, but for what it represents. In Amish households, preparation begins with the practical. Homes are scrubbed clean, not for visitors, but as an act of spiritual cleansing. Simple decorations might be added, like candles or handcrafted ornaments. But there are no flashing lights or inflatable snowmen. We've all seen those snowmen, deflating in slow motion on the lawn like a symbol of our own holiday exhaustion. Cleaning becomes a meditative act, a way to align the home with the purity and simplicity they aim to embody during the holiday season. Baking is another cherished tradition. Kitchens buzz with the scent of fresh bread, cookies, and pies. Unlike the pressure many of us feel to create Instagram-worthy spreads, Amish meals are about nourishment, togetherness, and gratitude. Picture a table set with homemade bread and pies instead of appetizers that sound more like riddles. The food might not win awards for presentation, but it wins hearts for the love and effort poured into its preparation. The simplicity of their cuisine reminds us that meals are meant to nourish relationships as much as bodies. At the heart of Amish Christmas celebrations are the church services. Whether it's December 25th or January 6th, these gatherings are profoundly spiritual and solemn. Imagine a room filled with candlelight, the soft rustling of prayer books, and the harmonious voices of Amish hymns sung a cappella. No elaborate nativity plays here, just quiet, heartfelt worship. These services often last several hours, blending prayers, hymns, and sermons. They're not just about commemorating Christ's birth, but also about fostering a sense of community. In a world where many of us are scrolling through our phones during holiday services, the Amish remind us of the power of being fully present. It's a stark contrast to the fast-paced, tech-distracted celebrations many of us have grown accustomed to. After church, the focus shifts to family and community. Christmas meals are a simple yet heartfelt affair. Roast turkey, mashed potatoes, homemade bread, and pies often grace the table. But the real highlight isn't the food. It's the time spent together. Family members share stories, sing hymns, and offer prayers, creating an atmosphere of love and gratitude. In many ways, their celebrations are a form of storytelling, a way to pass down values and memories from one generation to the next. In some Amish communities, the day after Christmas or Old Christmas is reserved for visiting friends and extended family. It's a time to reconnect, share meals, and strengthen bonds. There's no competitive spirit, no pressure to outdo one another. Just a genuine celebration of relationships. It's a far cry from the holiday potluck, where everyone passive-aggressively judges your casserole. For the Amish, the focus is on the people at the table, not the perfection of the table setting. Of course, not everything about Amish Christmas is solemn and serious. Imagine explaining Elf on the Shelf to an Amish child. So, there's a tiny spy who moves around the house, tattles to Santa, and somehow always ends up in the cookie jar? Let's be honest, that would sound weird to anyone. Or consider the practicality of Amish gift-giving. While we're out buying gadgets that require complicated assembly and tech support by Christmas morning, Amish parents are crafting heirlooms. No wrapping paper explosions, no hunting for that one missing battery, no blinking toys singing jingle bells at 3 a.m. Just gifts that last. Genius, right? Another cornerstone of Amish Christmas is the spirit of giving, not the commercialized version, but the kind that comes from the heart. Acts of service are a big part of the holiday. Whether it's helping a neighbor repair their barn or preparing a meal for a family in need, these small gestures embody the true meaning of Christmas. Service for the Amish is a way to express gratitude and build community ties. It's a lesson in humility and generosity that stands in stark contrast to the individualism often celebrated in mainstream culture. In some Amish communities, children participate in these acts of giving, learning early on that Christmas isn't just about receiving. Imagine teaching kids the joy of helping others instead of perfecting their wish lists. It's a lesson that sticks, and one we could all use. Picture a family working together to bake pies for a neighbor or repair a broken fence as a gift. The act of giving becomes a shared experience, strengthening the bonds within families and between neighbors. Another notable difference is the way the Amish approach holiday gatherings. While many of us stress over guest lists, seating arrangements, and making sure our homes look perfect, the Amish prioritize the joy of simply being together. Their gatherings might be large, but they're informal and inclusive. It's not about showing off your new dining set or gourmet cooking skills. It's about the people around the table and the stories shared. These gatherings often extend into hours of singing hymns, storytelling, and laughter, creating memories that outlast any physical gift. The Amish also have a deep appreciation for nature, which often plays a subtle but meaningful role in their Christmas celebrations. While we might decorate our homes with artificial trees and plastic ornaments, the Amish use natural elements to adorn their spaces. Evergreen branches, handmade wreaths, and simple candles create an atmosphere of warmth and authenticity. It's a reminder that beauty doesn't have to be manufactured. Sometimes it's already all around us. Amish Christmas is more than a holiday. It's a reflection of their values. It's about slowing down, finding meaning in simplicity, and putting faith and family first. While their traditions may seem worlds apart from ours, they offer a gentle challenge. What if we celebrated Christmas with less distraction and more intention? What if we swapped the frenzy for the faith, the glitz for the gratitude? So, as you hang your lights, wrap your presents, and plan your holiday feast, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, what's at the heart of your Christmas? And if the answer feels a little too tangled up in tinsel, maybe it's time to take a page from the Amish playbook. Rediscover the joy, the peace, and the true spirit of the season, one thoughtful, meaningful moment at a time. The Amish remind us that Christmas doesn't have to be an elaborate production. Their focus on faith, family, and community serves as a powerful antidote to the stress and superficiality that often accompany the holiday season. By embracing their principles of simplicity and gratitude, we might just find a deeper connection to the season and to each other. So next time you're standing in line for the latest gadget or debating whether to add more lights to your already glowing house, consider this. Sometimes, the best gifts aren't found in stores but in the quiet moments spent with loved ones. After all, isn't that what Christmas is truly about? If you've enjoyed this exploration of how the Amish celebrate Christmas, let us know your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable content and practical knowledge to assist you in saving money and living more sustainably. Until next time, stay warm, stay frugal, and keep exploring eco-smart solutions from the past.